Hey there, I'm Critsy Bear. Welcome to Steve Jackson's Sorcery Part 4, a sequel to a sequel of a niche game that nobody asked me to play, yet pre-prepared for me to treat it like it's highly anticipated because I've been anticipating it highly, and I'm extremely excited to play this. It's been sitting on my games since it came out. Like, as soon as it came out, I bought it, because Sorcery has been something I've wanted to play on my channel since the beginning, back when I really wasn't prepared to play a game like it, back when I didn't have any confidence in myself, back when I barely knew how to present my interest in an engaging way. But now, despite pretty much nobody wanting to see it, I want to play it because this is a channel about sharing my interests. Hello, I'm Critsy Bear. The only thing you're going to find here is me enjoying a game that I want to play. I hope you have as much fun as I am, because I'm excited. Let's get into the game. Aw, dang it, my resolution. Dude. Where's the sound, though? Like, normally it has a super loud intro effect, right? What's gonna happen as soon as I click that, isn't it? Maybe I should turn it down preemptively. Hang on. Here, I have the volume meter up just in case I misjudged it. Oh shoot, hang on. I have to figure out my cloud spell. Okay, so I had to go digging through all my obscure text files. At some point, I had so many on my computer that I had to scoop them all into effectively just like a big disorganized pile. So here goes nothing. I think... Hikose? Hello? Is that it? Is that how I was? Defeated all of the 7 serpents, lost your little finger, and learned the secret of the sleepless ram. I mean, that sounds familiar. Gorilla? View my items. There we go. Let's see. My legendary sword, my bow and silver arrows. Sounds familiar. Secret of the backlands, human skull, compass. Beeswax. Got my skull cap, important. Got my nose plug, also important. Got my teeth, black face mask, important. Green wig. Jewel-studded medallion. Is that the one that allows me to cast the god spell? Or is it the Jewels of Gold? Or are those the glow spells? Okay, but this does look pretty familiar, so I think I'll go ahead and lock it in. I'm assuming I picked the right... Oh, yo! There it is. There is a legend. Long ago, or so they say, the ancient world was prosperous and free. From the Kakabad Sea to Lake Lumley, harvests were plentiful, people were happy. Look, it's even louder than I anticipated. I turned it down to 20%. Let's turn it down a couple more. People were happy. All was at peace. All was at peace, even the thundering skies were calm, tamed by the arts of the sorcerers of Mampang. Then everything changed. A fearsome sorcerer leveled the cities and turned the fields to dust with towers of devastating light. He heard no plea, cutting down village after village. The mages scrabbled to defend the ancient world, but they were weak. Finally, the last archmage sealed the walls of Mampang and sent out 7 deadly serpents to keep the dark sorcerer away. All 7 died. And now, here you are, climbing the narrow pass into the mountains of High Zamen. The price of your journey across the backlands has already been paid. Now, the Anul land is coming to Mampang. Now, the Anul land. Oh my god, I didn't even get it until now. Anul land. I'm the Anulander. I'm from... Hang on. Just so I know what I'm talking about. Find Anul. Right? Invalid. No legal existence. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. is coming to Mampang, and nothing will be allowed to stand in his path. The crown will be yours. Oh, rad! It's a tall map. Could have gone with a little bit of an extension on the dramatic music. The Crown of Kings, yeah. Hang on. Let me look around the map. I haven't... Ugh, jeez, I don't like the scrolling here. Let's look around the map. Let's see, there's some kind of secret village in the mountains. You can get there through that path. There's caves over here. Oh man, I'm gonna have to choose, aren't I? Do you think I'll be able to, like, go all the way around? Let's see. If I go this way first, it seems like I might be able to get across and go all the way up and then back down over to here, to the Argbad crater. And there's a bunch of rivers over here. And a busted wall segment. I don't want to really focus on Mampang itself until I've explored all this. It automatically turns as you scroll. I like it. Oh, there's a whole other bridge over this way. Wonder where that goes. I don't quite like the way it's turning. How much backtracking would be required? Looks like I've plotted my course. I'm planning my hike, you know. I'm gonna go across the mountains this way, then back around. You know, I do need rations. I'll see if I can buy some over here. I didn't realize I lacked rations. I thought I was my food was plentiful. Okay. The wind picks up as the evening draws on. It will be night soon. You climb an ancient staircase, worn to almost nothing by the years. Look at the steps. Long ago, these steps were etched with messages, warnings, and words of advice and succor to the acolytes making the pilgrimage to the fortress. But they have long been scribbled away by dust, and the remaining marks tell you nothing. Check my provisions? Sure. You open your pack to check your provisions, but the results are bleak. You have enough for one meal and no more, but at least you have 2 portions of raw fish, which will be edible if you can find a way to cook them. Right. In the distance, black smoke curls upward. But I am not alone, the gorilla. There he is, the gorilla. Your spirit guide, the gorilla, is walking beside you. It is a curious reminder of home, out here among the desolation. Pulling up your hood against the chill of the air, you stride onward into the falling sunlight. You must not linger out here. Probably find a place to camp, right? Up the steps you reflect on your progress with a heavy heart as you climb. The backlands were a cursed place, and your journey across them was slow. Even with the serpents defeated, caution would be wise. It is possible that other messengers will have brought news of your presence to the Archmage's ears. Absolutely. I have no doubt that he knows I'm coming. Even if I was perfect, I would imagine he would have some kind of, like, trick up his sleeve to know that I'm on my way. Even if he's just, like, smart and deduced it, right? The sun is sinking and the sky is turning bruise purple. Soon it will be dark once more. The Zanzanu peaks rise on either side like jagged teeth. The path winds back and forth as it climbs, and glimpses of the brooding horror of Mampang come and go. You should make your progress while there is still plenty of light. Sing as I climb, ooh, like that. Watch the skies. Watch the skies for a second. Signs for fearsome birdmen that patrol the peaks. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go back and sing instead. You know, keep my spirits high. You know. Plus, you know, maybe a friendly traveler will hear me and come to join my trek. Our first companion of the chapter. Absolutely. Sing as I climb. You try to sing as you climb, an old Analan song that tells of a wandering wizard and his 3 small children, but even you cannot be jolly in this dread place. The song dies in your throat. Oh, no. Now I'm not alert. Rough undergrowth springs up, lining the path on either side. Cast a spell? Well, why would you even ask me anything else? Fucking cast a spell, dude. What, idiot? God. Of course. Let's see. Raz? Sharpened blade? Dop. Doze. Open locks and doors? That'd probably cause a mudslide. Yep. Talk with animals? Yes. Cause invisibility. Neat. Well, now that sounds clever. I want to see if I can do that, like when I'm ready to go first. Let me search the undergrowth. Perhaps one of the acolytes who climbed this way years ago dropped something of use. You pause and push back the undergrowth with the blade of your sword, then jump as you disturb a nesting spikehawk. The creature flaps away and flaps in alarm. Alright, hang on. I did kind of want to cast Yap and talk to the birds, so that was a plan of mine. I'm just concerned, like, can I do both invisibility and Yap? So Yap, I did see that was possible. Grabbing the wig from your pack, you pull it onto your head and weave your spell. Faint chitterings from the bush result into words. Worms! Screeches a tiny voice. Worms! Dark! Cries another voice. Speak a greeting? Yeah. Greetings, you declare. I am a traveler. A moment later, the bushes part and a mother spikehawk rises from the undergrowth. Intruder! Attacker! Beast! She screams, her talons rise. Eyes! As she's trying to attack me, what can you tell me about Mampang? I come in peace. I mean you no harm. I mean, it's an animal, and I am kind of like speaking in like vague animal talk, so I imagine it would be clearer if I said I mean no harm, because peace suggests, you know, a sense of war, which I can't imagine a bird has any idea of. Harm, however, I mean you no harm. Okay. I mean you no harm, you quickly reply, the wig translating your intention into clicks of your tongue and curious squawks. Harm! The bird screeches, flying higher. I come in peace. Peace, the bird replies, settling somewhat. What can you tell me of Mampang? Mampang! Evil! Magic! Evil magic! Finally, the spell fades. Yeah, I mean, that was interesting, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and, go with the invisibility idea, I think. You know, since apparently disturbing the bushes, just in general, it's, you know, all I'm doing is disturbing a poor mother just trying to raise babies as a bird. Would you want to raise kids as a bird? It's hard enough as a person, right? Anyway. Cast a spell. Absolutely, I'm going to go invisible. Stealth mode. So. Yes? Yes. Yeah, there we go. You slip on the pearl ring and cast the spell, and slowly a filmy light extends from the jewel of the ring surrounding your body. Then keep climbing? Yeah, keep climbing after that. You resume the climb up the endless stairs. At least I'm hoping that makes a difference, right? Like, do I stay invisible? The dewy light from your pearl ring fades and disappears. The sun is now sinking down. You reach the top of the stairs. Top of the stairs. Rounding a corner, there are 3 cave mounds set into the rock. Look at the caves. You regard the caves with interest. The middle cave has the smallest interest and probably leads into a niche and nothing more. I need more coffee. That's a problem. I gotta drink more coffee so that I stop fumbling with my words. Oh, can you even hear the wind sound effects? Right, that's been a problem the whole time, is the ambience is so quiet, but then when they decide to put in sound effects, it becomes ear-splitting if you turn it up enough. It would be nice if we had some independent volume. But no. No, it's just, do you want music or not? I wonder if anyone could play with that save. Sorry. I forgot my microphone is a gong now. Oh yeah, new generation of Critsy Bear. It feels like every time I play one of these games, it's like I have made significant leaps in my quality. Yeah, I have like a whole recording setup now. I'm more confident being myself and stuff. Back in the day, I was not prepared to play Sorcery on my channel. Absolutely not. You regard the caves with interest. Middle cave is small enough for a niche and nothing more. The nearest cave would be large enough for a fire, but looks deep enough to contain any number of nasty surprises. A series of hoof prints lead into the mouth of the furthest cave. Cast a spell. I think I'm going to cast Yap, and then try to make a friend, you know? Oh, I can't. Alright. Dim? Cause stupidity? Doc heals disease. Yeah, and then uses a potion. I mean, I'm barely injured. How? Stamina. Well, I am about to rest. Anything stamina free I could do. Pep. Right? Pop. That would be explosion. Don't need it. I've checked HP. D. What about capital D? Dop. Dop. That's open. Man, you know, I always want to use magic. Like, you ask me if I want to use magic, of course I want to use magic. But right now I'm having a hard time even finding a spell that would be useful in this situation. I mean, how technically would be useful, right? But like, there's also a chance it's just gonna tell me, get out, right? Like, I'm gonna cast a spell, it's gonna look up to the massive ominous tower, it's gonna tell me, nah man, you gotta get out of here. You shouldn't be anywhere near this area. Get out of the country, dude. Yeah, I'll cast, you know, just because I love magic. Cast a spell and a familiar, calm voice begins to speak to you. Every cave has its danger, it informs you. The smallest cave requires courage, the largest brawn. But what the third cave requires, you never find out. As the spell fades once more. What's the third cave? Hoofprints. Take a closer look at the hoofprints. They're deep enough to suggest a largest creature, but they're no longer fresh. They're at least a few days old. You also note there are no prints coming out of the cave. I'll call out real quick. Who's there? You call, hoping the owner of the footprints will appear, but there is no response. The caves are unlikely to contain anything but nasty surprises, surely. So, smallest cave requires courage, largest brawn. You know, I might go after the largest cave. I didn't have an opportunity to cast a second spell, did I? Actually, what time is it? It's getting dark, right? And I don't have enough stamina to be going around walking all through the night right now. Do you think he'd be able to see my fire from all the way over there? I'm going to go ahead and go all the way in. I'm going to go hoof print. I could go back and game the system to obtain an extra stamina. Right? Instead of spending it on how. But you know what? I'm going to go in the hoof print cave, because whoever's in there never came out. Never mind. Actually, I want to go after the fight cave, don't I? Oh, I'm sure I'll get a chance. Enter the cave. Well, actually, look into the cave. Can I cast a light spell? The cave appears to be deep, but quite empty. Whatever creature made the hoofprints, it has either left another way or is hiding in the furthest shadows. Enter. You step inside the mouth of the cave, but in a moment you stop, for sitting atop a rock just inside the mouth of the cave is a figure. Man, why didn't you respond when I called you? Call out, cast a spell? Maybe. Let's see what I can cast. The spinning. Invisibility? Gak? I could scare it. Hot? No. Huff would be wind. Eh. Oh, I can use tell. Yeah, absolutely. I always love tell. Looking to the stars, you find the magic pulling on the cloth skullcap as you do so. Greet the creature telepathically? Listen to their thoughts first. Oh, hang on. You focus and try to read the creature's thoughts, but despite reaching out with your mind, you sense nothing. Either it is shielded against such magic, or it is entirely without thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and try to greet it, actually. I'm going to risk it. It seems like a wise cave person, okay? Look into the cave. Enter. And then cast Tell and say, "Greetings, fellow mind sage, wizard of the stars. I greet you with my rarefied mind." Greetings, you think, but there is no response. It's dead, isn't it? Poor guy. Figure is in shadow, but it is human-like and naked. Long mane of hair sweeps down over its back, which is turned towards you. Clearly, you are treading quietly as the figure has not turned around. I think it's dead. Turn the figure around, yeah. Reach to touch the creature's shoulder. The figure shudders a moment, then falls from its rock onto the floor. It's dead. You look over the creature. It is a woman with a human torso, but her legs are thick with hair and end with hooves. Her face is a blend of human and goat-like features. 2 short horns rise from her forehead. She is quite clearly dead. I wonder if I can resurrect her. Search the creature, bury the body. It is carrying nothing. Her skin is quite cold. I feel like I can probably revive her if I... I'm wondering if the stars would be different tomorrow, like if I should leave the body there. So I guess the How spell not saying anything is kind of an indication that there is no danger in this one. Go ahead and eat a meal, yeah. Eat my last rations, eat the berries, feel better for it. Never mind, I thought I could camp here. I thought I could camp in the cave. You know, I think I might try to go after that tomorrow, right? Because I'm hoping... What I'm hoping is that tomorrow the stars might be different. Maybe by then I can... cast res. Hang on. Do you think if I wait to cast the spell? I'm curious about her, right? I'm going to approach it at morning, I think. See if the order matters. If not, I'm just going to repeat what I just did. You know, accept it. Look at the caves. Cast a spell. What about other spells? Pep, pop. How, hot. You know what, I'll go ahead and repeat how, just because that is something I did last time. Okay, enter cave. I'm going to go ahead and enter the large cave. Right, the large one was the one with the potential fight in it, right? Every cave has its dangers. The smallest requires courage, the largest brawn. I'll go ahead and fight a monster in here. One sec. Had to go make human noises, like coughing and stuff. You approach the cave and you approach the cave mouth and peer inside. It seems to stretch back a long way. Smell the air. You pause to sniff the air. There's a faint, foul smell coming from within. Step inside. You take a few more steps into the mouth of the cave. The cave quickly opens into a wide chamber. You stop a short distance inside and look around. Waiting for your eyes to adjust to the dark, you search the back of the cave, strike a light, cast a spell. Yeah, absolutely, cast a spell. Don't just sit down and have my lunch. Is it the same as before? Fall? Float in the air? Fog. Yeah. Foff. Force field. Neat. Madge? Protect from magic? But no, they said brawn, right? Go ahead and create a light, I think. Right, does that take the gem? I can't remember if that uses up the gem. As light from the jewel settles upon to a comfortable level, you see a dark, blurry shape on the floor of the cave. A moment later, the dark shape rises up and lashes out, catching you with a heavy blow across the chest. Well, no, I did that explicitly so I could see it. The creature in the cave roars at you, claws outstretched. You have mere moments to react. Cast another spell? I mean, I don't think that counts as a moment. Like, that's a full round, right? Oh, I hate the spinning. Zen, no. Get create illusions? I don't suppose I can yap, can I? No. Doze. Dop. But like, I have the opportunity to use magic. I mean, I can use magic, though. I have to use magic. Kin? That wouldn't break the mirror. Hello. You bind the starlight into shape around you, holding the mirror, which starts to glow and flash. I wonder if you can only do that with the lights on. Right? So maybe the jewel... The mirror seems to almost bend backwards as a second skunk bear clambers out of the frame and bellows at the first. Watch. Aw, man... Whatever. You step back to watch, rather than the furious battle you expect, all that emerges is a terrible, overwhelmingly foul smell. The two creatures are lifting their tails and trying to outstink each other. The nausea that overcomes you is too powerful, twice as bad as that from a single creature. You quietly struggle to the other side of the cave, but cannot escape entirely before you begin to vomit. Neither creature in the cave escapes unscathed, however, and after a minute both have collapsed to the floor, quite passed out. The smell clears. You step back from the fallen skunk bear, regaining your composure. Your illusory skunk bear, fuck, dude, melts away into the floor. Calm down. So just for the record, did that... Okay, here it comes. Copyrighted music, by the way. Do I get 3 measures of holy water? Man. Okay, I still got 2 gold jewels. What about my mirror? Mirror? Is the mirror still back? Good. Gold back mirror still good? Okay, get out of here. Out of that. Okay. I have killed it with magic. It still took a bunch of stamina, though, which was what I was trying to avoid. Go ahead and eat something, even though I just puked. The terrible smell is finally starting to fade. Search the back of the cave. Make a quick search of the back of the cave. No, go ahead and take a nap. Go take a nap here, buddy. There is no light outside. Night is falling. You should find someplace safe to sleep. But if you keep going through the night, you'll be weaker for it. Okay, I can go back in there. I'm gonna go ahead and search the other ones in the daytime. Cave opens out. Sleep here. Yeah. Just sleep without fire. You will need to eat once a day. Yes, I've already eaten. Oh, good, it did acknowledge it. Laying your pack down, you try to settle despite the hard floor. At least you've eaten once already today, so you do not need to eat again to avoid hunger. Though more food will make you stronger. Close your eyes and let tiredness overtake you. Dream. What is left of the night is filled with visions. You are standing at the top of a tall, black-tiled tower, clinging onto its tiles with one hand, with the other, you wave something in the air. What is it? I have an idea of where I am. You look into your hand and find you are holding nothing less than the crown itself, and then you hear a cawing sound, and a great shape moves towards you. A birdman? No! A gold-crest eagle shimmering into view. The sight masters have seen you. They are taking you home. Okay. Good to know. Once I get the crown, go ahead and wave it over the edge. A big old eagle will come at me. Only 9 stamina. The large cave. During the past day, you ran out of provisions, explored the caves of High Zama, and began your ascent into the mountains. The Archmage remains unaware of you. Neat. I mean, so I believe, right? Get back onto your feet, go ahead and leave the cave. I could light a fire. Oh, I don't know, I don't want to get spotted, right? What I'm hoping is like these guys over here probably have a fire, and I'm hoping they won't report me to the Archmage, right? Well, I don't know. What's the chances of somebody living here and not being with the Archmage? Will I have another chance to cook my fish? No. Okay. You know what? No. Let's not leave quite yet. Gonna go. Oh no. Do I have to redo that whole thing? Okay. Morning. Lighting a fire is probably not as visible. Pull out your tinderbox. You could use it to make a spark if you had anything. But burn the goblin scroll. Man, burn nothing. Never mind. I forgot I need firewood in order to make a fire. Idiot. Okay, let's just go. Okay, so unshakable gloom about this place. A few birds are singing in miserable songs. The hoof prints. Okay, I'm gonna go in there. See if I have new stars. Look into the cave. Enter. Don't cast a spell yet. Look at the figure. Call it a greeting. Who's there? Turn the figure around. And now can I cast a spell? No, I cannot. Shucks. Touch the body? Why would I? Right, to see if it's cold, right? Search the body. No, I guess... I mean, should I leave it? Well, I doubt... If I can't resurrect her right now, I have 3 drams of holy water, but if I can't fix her right now, I'll just go ahead and give her a proper burial. You know... Who knows? Maybe I'll get good karma for it. I'll get rewards in the future for my brave deeds. Now I'm going to search in this cave. Smallest cave mouth, and kneel down to peer inside. You might be able to crawl inside, but it would be a tight squeeze. Let's see. Can I shrink? No, I can only really grow. No, protect from magic. Absolutely not right now. Yep. Yep. No, I don't think anything's in there. Not according to my... See the future. Yo, hello. Settle into a sitting position on the ground and take out your orb of crystal. You weave the enchantment and suddenly find yourself somewhere quite new. You stand on a bridge, slung across a deep chasm. As you step on the planks of wood, the bridge begins to whisper in your mind. Cruel and humiliating thoughts assail you. Step forward? See what happens if I continue. You take another step forward, but all your hope is gone. Your body feels like lead, but then you find you are reaching into your pack and taking something out, slipping something onto your feet. Look down? You look down, hoping to see what you are wearing, but catch sight of a dizzying drop below you, and your head begins to swim. Your vision fades. As your eyes adjust to the darkness within the cave, you see beyond the entrance the space opens. So I wasn't hoping for a message about like this. I was hoping for a message about our future, and it seems like going across one of these bridges at least, I don't know where exactly, is going to bring about misfortune. So I'm hoping... once we reach that, perhaps we protect from magic? Either that or I fly, right? Or maybe there's some kind of magic boots to protect you from the sad bridge. Anyway, go ahead and crawl inside. There's no danger here, I'm aware. And I would never do that. You are barely through the entrance of the cave when a terrible howling noise booms around the tiny chamber. Nah, just wait. Oh, yo, who's that guy? Because I remember it's Courage. As you wait a moment, you slowly your eyes adjust to the dark, but you can still see nothing in the chamber. Suddenly, a tiny creature brushes your leg. The thing is a jib-jib! No more dangerous than an overgrown mouse. Of course, a jib-jib. Obviously, it's a jib-jib. Duh. Look at it. Cute little guy. Covered in fur and no larger than a bomba fruit, it stands on 2 duck-like feet. Its body must be mostly lungs, as despite its size, when it howls it makes a noise like a horn. Leave the creature alone. Let it be. You leave the creature. It howls a few more times, but is beginning to realize you are not afraid. A moment later, it scurries away out of the cave. The cave appears otherwise empty. This would be a dry, well-protected place to rest if it was nighttime, but it's too deep and too early to sleep. I was hoping to find something in there, but that's okay. Not in a rush. I just need to find some place to cook my fish, you know? Continue walking. Wonder what happens if you go back in. Right, I've already gone back into the hoofprint cave. You leave your caves behind. The steps are becoming wider, and the path turns to follow the edge of a deep chasm. A little further on, a rock ledge juts out into the chasm. 2 posts on either side, with a narrow, rather ancient wooden bridge lashed onto them. I'll leave the bridge alone for now, I think. The bridge must be hundreds of years old, at least. It's set into timber supports driven deep into fixtures out of sight below the ledge. It seems like it might still be solid. Toss a gold piece into the chasm? No, man. No, I need that to buy provisions, assuming anybody lives out here. Look across the chasm? Nope. Look across the chasm, sure. Just get a nice glimpse of where our eventual goal is. We're on a nice little hiking trip up the mountain. You lift your eyes to look across the chasm to the other side, where more mountains rise up. Did I have a chance to cast a spell back there? 1 second here. Do I? Nah. Alright, so. Resume. Walk on. Sorry. Look at the bridge, look at the other side. You lift your eyes to look across the chasm to the other side, where more mountains rise up. A cleft line in the peaks traces a narrow road, and atop one summit is what looks like a large bird's nest. Nope, I'm leaving that alone. Time to continue. If the bridge is sound, it would quickly get you over to the citadel. No thanks. I'm going down here. We're going to figure out what's up with that village I saw. You make your way along the track, then pause for breath. As the sun climbs the sky, the winds begin to rise. A jutting rock sticks out just by the edge of the ravine. Stumbling over my words is a sign for more coffee. Take a shot, except the shot is espresso. Espresso? I don't know. All I drink is black, uncultured coffee, occasionally special flavors. Then pause for breath. As the sun climbs the sky, the winds begin to rise. A jutting rock sticks out just by the edge of the ravine. Look into the ravine? Sure, why not? Examine my surroundings, enjoy. The ravine on the north side of the path is steep, but not impossibly so. A sheer drop becomes softer as the ground curves towards grassland within view. I wonder if it's going to become important that I put a ladder somewhere. Right, like, if I put it at the top and then get stranded down there in the future, I could climb back up here. I don't know. I probably don't want to end up down there, right? I don't know, maybe there's treasures. Do you think the site masters are still back in Analand watching me take the longest path possible and ogle the scenery? Ooh! Wow, look at that, guys! I turn back, look all the way back to my homeland. I'm pointing at something. Wow, do you see that? The ravine on the north side is impossibly steep, but not impossibly so. A sheer drop becomes softer as the ground curves towards grassland within view. Look at the rock? Sure, whatever. The rock is like a hooked claw poking out of the edge of the chasm and looking out over the drop. The far face is grown thick with fleshy green moss. Gross. Collect the moss? Sure, I'll grab that. Feels juicy and fresh. Taste it. You gingerly taste the moss. It's fresh and quite flavorsome. Eat the moss. Oh, hell yeah, a moss meal, dude. You put the moss in your mouth and chew it until it fills your body with a healing warmth. Alright. Yum. Moss for dinner. Breakfast, rather. I don't even know what that moss is. I pick things up and I taste it. I'm like one of the first people who discovered mushrooms are edible. Yeah? And one of those people who takes one for the tribe if something ends up being poisonous. The path crosses a rocky plateau which rises gradually. The sun is blisteringly hot now. You are almost in the peaks now, with sheer drops opening up on either side. The plateau is relatively sheltered. Rest here? I mean, maybe. Oh, more stamina? Absolutely. Yeah, not in a rush. You sit yourself down for a moment back against the crag to rest your feet. Then the climb to this point has been long and arduous. It is as though Mampang is gently rising into the air with every step that you take. Gently? Look around the plateau. Tower's not going anywhere. Glance around the plateau. It is scattered with small stones and dust. In one corner, the ancient remains of a fire pit are as cold as ice. Look in the fire pit, get some coals. You poke the fire pit with your sword from your pack, uncovered nothing of any interest. It is little more than a few motes of charcoal that have not been swept away by the wind. Whoever built their fire here has built it in a sheltered spot, but many years ago. Then you notice a few curious scratches in one of the stones near the fire pit, perhaps made by some clawed creature. Look at them scratches. You would dismiss the scratches in the rock as normal wear, except that the few strokes are cut into pure virgin rock and clearly form an M. But the rest are too worn or filled with dirt to read, although you can feel their lines as you run your fingertips across the stone. Make a rubbing of the scratches, yeah. With using the document about the backlands bought from Ulu the trader, and some charcoal taken from the old fire pit, you make a rubbing of the scratches of the stone, in the stone, on the blank side, right? The message is now barely legible. Heed this, the curse that is Mampang. I, Colitus, have been groaning save your soul. Descriptive. Groaning that's a name. Groaning Bridge. Groaning Bridge. Alright, good hint. I'm probably going to cast Magic Protection when I meet a Groaning Bridge. You must be on the right track. You've definitely heard the name of Colitus before on your travels through the backland. Colitus is the bridge keeper of the Whispering Bridge. Oh, neat. Interesting. I wish I paid closer attention to his conduct. I did pay him a finger, didn't I? Yep, stand and move on. Don't even bother looking at the tower. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it's all the way over there. All the way up there. You think I can walk up to the gate? Oh, there's a little door over here. There's also some stuff over here I wonder if I can get to. We'll see. For now, continue along the way. Boop. A sheer rock wall stretches high on your right, while a drop to your left. You follow the path as it curves around. Thin heat beats down from an empty sky. The path quickly narrows, and you have to press yourself against the wall at times. Oh, I hate that. You follow the trail around a corner, stopping a short view from a jutting edge. The path turns to fresh mud, pressed with hoof prints. Neat. Look at the prints. The prints are similar to the ones in the cave you saw. The ones you saw before in the cave. Could there be more of the goat people here? You continue upwards, sweating under your pack, head low, but as you wind around a bend, a voice like gravel calls out. I gotta be more confident with my words. Halt! Stop. You stop in your tracks, and a rock strikes you in the temple. Looking sharply up, you see two creatures, each half human and half goat, perched against the southern slope, spears held ready. "What's your business?" one demands. "I mean no harm." One laughs. "We will be the judge of that." The other one snarls. "You have trespassed here, traveler. We are the Hoofborn, and we will protect our home from outsiders. Where are you traveling?" Tell them something. I intended no offense. You take a moment to prepare your reply, as the creatures, are these creatures servants of the Archmage, or are they his enemies? I come from Analand, I journey to Mampang. From Kare to sell goods to Mampang, from the southern plains with no destination. I mean, I've gotten decent results from being honest in the past. Plus, I can turn invisible and cast. I'm a wizard, dude. I'm a wizard. What do I have to fear from no Archmage, dude? I'm a better sorcerer than him. I can counter all his spells. I come from Analand, and I journey to Mampang. Mampang, she hisses, the cursed place. And what is your purpose? I will recover to find a lost heirloom? I will recover the crown of kings. The creature stares at you. You would oppose the Archmage. He is evil, and I shall destroy him. If I must. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember the notes I found about him. Let me consult. Yep, there's the noise. There's copyrighted music. I've gotten struck by this in the past. Mini-mites prevent magic. Would love my mini-mite friend. Right now, when I'm in Magic Land. Breath of Mucolitus, Colitus and the Whispering Bridge. Leader of Throg. Larder of Throg, Blood Candle. I was hoping I could find some of the lore from the last chapter about, the Archmage and his history. But he did completely ash some cities, right? Oh, I can't remember the Archmage lore. And if I looked it up, I would get spoilers, right? So I can't refresh my memory. Let me try to recall naturally. I've been hiking for days. Of course I don't remember the story in detail. Archmage. Got too much power. Corrupted him. Yeah, that's all I got. I can't remember if he's actually evil or not. I will take it by stealth. If I must. He is evil, and I shall destroy him. Is he evil? He did ash multiple cities, and the good wizards had to seal him here. He is evil, and I shall destroy him. The creature lowers her spear and exhales heavily in wonder. A traveler of such kindness, or idiocy, is a welcome sight here. None of us have ever seen much of the outside world. We did not dare hope there was goodness in it. You will keep my secret. The world contains a mixture of everything. You suffer under the Archmage. You will keep my secret? I don't want to sound demanding. You suffer under the Archmage. The creatures nod. Please, come with us. Shahori will wish to hear you and what you have to say. Was that like your elder? Oh, I love this. This is exactly what I was hoping for with the goat people. I was hoping I could go visit their village up there. Please, come with us. We will take you to our village if you are willing. I would love it if you could tell me you'll keep my secret. Lead the way. I mean, it's going to be a hard climb, probably. The two hoofborn sling their spears and beckon you to the side, narrow way, almost invisible behind an outcrop of stone, and then you begin to climb. I absolutely want to get to know these guys, but I do have to go. You know what, I'll stop midway through. After about 20 minutes of climbing, the hoofborn pause to let you catch your breath. They are impressively nimble on rocky paths. Yeah, they're goat people, using their small hooves to perch on narrow ledges. As you continue, they even have to help you climb on unstable stretches. Love these guys. Eventually, you spot a cluster of huts surrounding some caves. What do you think? These guys are going to betray me like the elves? Well, you can't trust elves. Just period. So it was my fault that I got into that. I want to trust goat people, though. Yeah, I should end the episode. Shucks. I have a time limit. I'm excited to continue playing, though. Hopefully I can channel that excitement into the next episode.